together. Halftime highlights and stats tie the game together. Let's look at some halftime highlights and get things going. Here we go with Bullis getting on the board early.
Yeah, it was Shane sees the double. That's what we're talking about. But I think the double was appropriate right there as he came top side, and Bryson Shaw on the backside is able to stick it. Then we're going to see Sam King, little two-man game inside with Andy Andrews. He sticks it, and we're tied at 1. Believe this was on the extra man. Godine gets it in the cage, and then we're going to see just some excellent ball movement, and Weiner down low is able to get underneath that defense, dunk it home, and then Spillman to Andy Andrews. I love Andrews off the ball. He's always moving. He always has his head up, his stick up. This is Shane again, and that's what we talk about, creating offense, an unnecessary slide to a man behind the cage, and then Bender just rips the corner late in the second quarter. That gives Bullis that 5-4 halftime advantage.
We will be right back.
Tired of the winter blues? Need a break from your daily grind? Ready to press pause and make time for you? Escape to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and let the calming surf, soft sand, and warm sun do the work. With amazing deals all along the coast, it's the perfect time for a seaside getaway. So make time for you. Visit Myrtle Beach, where happiness comes in waves.
Coaches in the nation are getting ready to select the best high school underclass lacrosse teams in the country. Can you make the cut? The Under Armour All-American Underclass Tryouts have become the premier lacrosse exposure showcasing the entire sport. Exhibit your skills to top D1, 2, and 3 coaches and compete against the top talent in your region. Push yourself. Shape your future. Rep your region. Visit UnderArmourLacrosse.com now and register. Second half is underway. A beautiful night in Baltimore. Booker Corrigan, Mark Dixon bringing you the PNC Lacrosse Invitational. And Gilman wins the opening faceoff of the third quarter. Gilman in the dark blue, Bullis in gold. Nice matchup. Bullis, little stinger by Jonathan Bender. The difference so far in the game gives them the 5-4 lead as we get going. But both teams playing a little bit sloppy. You alluded to the fact that they've played a couple times this week, but they're also both teams playing a little bit awesome every now and then too.
Yeah, definitely playing some good lacrosse. Turnovers first half. Gilman with 7, Bullis with 6. But surprisingly, both teams are perfect on the clear. And so that means that the turnovers are coming on the offensive side of the field. They're not turning it over going from defense to offense. They're turning it over on the 6-on-6 setting. So we'll see if they can both tighten that up a little bit. Gilman now with an advantage at the faceoff dot, 8 out of 11. And the saves again, Frassion with 7, Noah Klein with 2 at the end of that first half.
Oh, there you go. And we're Cinco de Mayo. More fitting to see Sam King tie it up at 5.
This is what he does. He's got great speed and good stop-and-go acceleration. And there he's just going to get White upfield, turns back, and he's going to rip it high. Look at this. Fast, slow, turn, boom. When you get that defender running upfield, that quick little comeback, the question mark is what people like to call it, high-to-high heat. And he had Frassion just ever so slightly off his post, puts it past him eye level.
Back at the face-off dot, and we have seen this happen a couple times where they have those long, drawn-out clamps. Tusing again comes away with it, and Gilman possesses. Oh, a laser by the long stickman.
That was really excellent passing by Tussing, and he got it over to a shorty. I think it was a Schroeder, but I'm not 100% sure. And then the handle by Stuzen. I thought he could have hit the point man a little quicker because they did have numbers, but man, that shot had some pepper to it.
Spillman, lefty shot, goal. Slim with the tilted brim.
Gilman has come out here in the second half on fire, shooting the ball incredibly well. Even the one that missed had a lot of velocity to it. Spillman has 2 assists so far on the evening. Here he's just going to use a little split dodge from right to left. Gets down the alley, gets a step, no slide. You can see number 17 in the middle of the field, Bryson Shaw, thought about going, didn't. Spillman gets a step on his man and puts it far post. Gilman takes the 1-goal lead.
10:04 to play in the third. 6-5 now, favor Gilman.
Tusing pushes it forward. And we got a hot, sloppy mess here at the top of the box. King comes away with it momentarily, and now we're going to get a loose ball push. Referee reached for his flag, but opted not. And I talked at halftime about you being an official. It's such a luxury. It really is. It's such a luxury to have, that insight and the perspective from as a referee.
This game is so difficult to officiate. There's 3 guys out there, and with the new rules, with the dive, shot clock, life is easier not having to worry about that subjective 30-second shot clock if you deem a team is stalling. However, the refs are still in charge of the shot clock. They still have to make sure that they have somebody with eyes on it for the stall if they can't clear it. If they can't clear it by the time the clock reads 60, the reset, absolutely. And these guys just keep getting, the players just keep getting bigger, faster, and stronger. And you can see the ref.
Oh, no, you didn't. It's got to be jelly because Jam does not shake like that. Sam King, don't blink. You might miss something.
And I almost missed that one.
Yeah.
King is so quick. Off the restart.
Watch this shot.
Just a split and a sprint, and he just flicks it. He's not the tallest player in the world.
No.
And quite honestly, when you think about where he's going to school, University of Denver, Connor Carnazero is the player that comes to mind. The quickness, the slickness, the stick work.
That's a great call by you.
Those are some of the traits that I think Sam King possesses when you think about Denver offensive players over the last 10 years or so.
Denver, of course, winner of the national championship.
In 2015, their game was canceled this weekend against Ohio State because of the bomb cyclone that is out west.
Nice opportunity to give a big shout out to Sarasota Military Academy, winning their first game of the year. Patrick McGrath with 7 goals on their first ever win this season. And King now behind the cage. But Dixie, we talk about the explosion of the game. Denver winning the national championship. High schools everywhere now adopting the sport of lacrosse. It's just a matter of time before the SEC goes all in. Pac-10 goes all in, right? We can dream.
You hope so. You already got your first Pac-12 team in Utah out there playing, and the Utes have won 4 games this season, which I think is a remarkable accomplishment. But the game, you're right, the game continues to grow. Players are everywhere. We need this game to grow in 2 areas. That is Division I teams adding the sport, and also we need more officials. We need more competent officials everywhere in the country.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Gilman up 7-5 here on the CW Baltimore.
3 new Nissans, 2 powerful Titans, 1 award-winning lineup. Get to Nissan now for big savings on all of it, because now's the best time to save big on our most innovative tech. Shop ChooseNissan.com and your local Nissan store. Hurry in today.
Have you been injured in an accident because somebody wasn't paying attention on the highway?
When you've been injured by a careless driver, you have a lawyer.
That's right. When you need a lawyer, you have a lawyer. No matter what kind of accident you've been in, call us at Science and Kirk or go to youhavealawyer.com.
When you've been hurt and you need a lawyer,
you have a lawyer.
1-800-LAWYERS or youhavealawyer.com.
Call 1-800-LAWYERS or visit youhavealawyer.com. If you have a phone, you have a lawyer.
My name is Conrad Chan. I do imaging informatics and cybersecurity, and I tell everybody I'm a University of Maryland University College graduate. Coming from a Maryland community college, the value is the credits that you don't have to take over again. I was able to transfer about 70 credits, which helped me save a bunch of money and finish my degree faster than I expected.
Maryland community college grads can complete a bachelor's degree for $12,000 or less with the Completion Scholarship. Find out if you qualify.
GBMC Healthcare is making life-changing medical advancements here in Baltimore.
Join us on Be More Lifestyle every week and learn from the GBMC Healthcare experts.
Stay informed and stay healthy.
Watch Be More Lifestyle weekdays at 10 a.m. on MyTV Baltimore.
And we are just about halfway through the third quarter here at the PNC Lacrosse Invitational. PNC doing a fantastic job bringing top talent, top teams, nationally ranked teams. Bullis ranked number 8 in the country. Gilman ranked number 16 in the country. And PNC gets them on a Saturday night here in Baltimore. It is gorgeous.
Really a tremendous event. It's been my pleasure to be a part of it for a number of years, calling these games. Just saw Josh Cakel outside from PNC.
Bullis with the clear. Bryson Shaw doing a nice job clearing the ball all night tonight.
We know Josh Cakel's dad, Harry Cakel, formerly of WMAR, the godfather of lacrosse on television, quite honestly, when he started I think it was a Toyota Game of the Week back in like 1997 on WMAR.
With Scott Garceau.
Scott Garceau, Keith Mills.
Yeah.
And that's where I got my start, 2004, doing television, lacrosse on television. Mr. Cakel was able to give me an opportunity. And Josh Cakel and PNC just do a fantastic job.
Great save by Noah Klein right there. Almost a defensive lapse by Gilman, but Klein bails him out. And Xander Martin comes up with a loose ball, but a timely check by the Bullis riding attackman. That was Shane. And now Shane's going to cash one in. Can't get it. They're going to call him for entering the crease, and it's going to be Gilman possession.
Big save by Klein. That's his first since the first quarter. So a nice save. And Bullis recognized that Klein was on the end line with the ball on that restart. They did the right thing by getting it to a space where they thought they could attack quick, but good recovery by the Gilman D. They collapsed. Shane goes into the crease, turnover. This has been the man so far here in the second half for Gilman, Sam King.
And he's the guy you highlighted in the open.
It's not hard.
Not your first rodeo.
No, I mean when you watch this kid play,
Nigel Powers next thing.
6-1 shot advantage so far here in the third quarter for Gilman. They've come out firing.
And Sam King now had his defender hung up for a moment.
And Bullis is in the zone.
And here's Godine, number 4, sharing it up top. Now he looks to get it behind, and here's King. King just jogs it up the right side. Andrews wants to step in. Godine rolls back, throws back. Sliver an opening, but it closes quickly. Shot.
Had some heat.
Yeah. Tremendous production work all night long by our friends at Advica as Gilman gets late in the shot clock. The wide shots do not reset the shot clock. Gilman was late in it, and that'll create the opportunity for Bullis to just clear it. Great opportunity for us to thank all our brave servicemen and women of the armed forces. Thank you so much for all you do, including having more courage than I do. I don't know how they do it, but thank you for doing it. Freedom is not free. Thank you so much.
Seeing some fresh faces now on the midfield for Bullis. Number 13 with the ball is Nate Gilkey. Haven't called his number.
No.
So far in this one.
Just a junior is Gilkey. Inverted behind against Andrews. Andrews playing some nice defense right there for an offensive guy. Don't want to pigeonhole him, but he has scored a couple goals.
Yep.
That's what we call an offensive guy. And they are at 15 seconds now on the shot clock. Shane shot, save, Klein. Inside feed, goes all the way through. Shot, goal. Bryson Shaw logs on to www.istingcorners.com.
Heady play. It's a rebound. Shot goes. Nice save by Klein. Great pickup by Weiner. Finds Shaw. And Shaw just stings the upper 90. Look at this angle right here. You can see the vision of what Weiner sees, and then Shaw's just going to let her rip. Oof. Right over top of Noah Klein's head, and Bullis pulls back within one.
Bulldogs goal scored by number 17, Bryson Shaw. The assist, number 66.
Back to the face-off dot as we are now 7-6. And again, we get those long, drawn-out clamp attempts by both guys.
I saw this quite a bit. I watched the first quarter of Gilman versus Hill Academy a couple days ago, and there was a lot of this going on. But it's clean, and the referees don't see anybody doing anything they shouldn't be doing. That's a nice ground ball pickup by Shane.
It was, and then he was in a pile of traffic, or what we call getting caught in a beehive. But Bullis comes away with possession regardless. Matt Kelly takes it for a carry behind, being minded by Pearson Harrington. And just like that, Bullis is all the way down to the 32-second mark on the shot clock. Pay that no mind. Noah Klein kicks that one out. Klein doing a nice job making some saves on those in-tight shots.
He looks really good this third quarter. Great reaction. That was a smart play right there by the long stick midfielder of Bullis. And what I mean by that, with that check from Tyler Keel, that was a blindside hit waiting to happen. And Keel showed discipline. He showed poise. Instead of lighting the guy up, he just threw a great stick check in, dislodged the ball, created a loose ball situation. His team picks it up. Now they're back on offense.
And Bullis is on offense. You talked about the Gilman defense. Clarify for us what you mean about Gilman creating offense for Bullis.
Well, again, it's just sliding unnecessarily and just doing some things that you don't need to do because it's already covered, and you just get a little over anxious. They haven't been doing it here in the second half. They've made that adjustment.
Bender steps around the defender, and Bullis retains possession. Bryson Shaw with the shot. Here's Shane. Double teamed. Gilman, they stay on the double and then retreat. And they recover nicely. Here's Kelly. Kelly with a shot just wide.
I don't think that hit anything, so there's no shot clock reset.
51 on the shot clock as we see it now. .130 to go, third quarter. Booker Corrigan and Mark Dixon bringing you game 2 of the doubleheader that is the PNC Lacrosse Invitational. And Bullis, that's great offense right there. How do you teach a kid to make the goalie make a save on that shot?
How do I teach a goalie to make a save?
No, how do you teach the shooter? How do you teach the shooter? He had a great opportunity there, yet he shot wide. It's just a loud sound on the boards.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing is, how do you shoot the ball? You want to shoot it as textbook and as fundamental as possible. Sometimes you need to drop your wrist. Sometimes you need to drop your shoulder. But you just want to shoot for net. You want to put it on cage. Make the goalie make a save. Don't play catch with them. Make them move. Make them make a save.
And it's going to happen. They're going to make saves. But you're also 90% of all shots that aren't on goal don't go in. And the other 10% don't go in either.
There you go. Gilman was in a zone on that last defensive stand. And
late in the shot clock.
Yeah, good ball movement by Bullis, but an unforced error. turnover back to Gilman. Short
Great
time here.
pass by Klein late in the quarter as we get to the 42nd mark.
That's Keel again with another big play.
Tyler Keel played on that DC Under Armour underclass team, as did a lot of the talent on this field today. I mean, that's, if you want to go see great talent, the Under Armour underclass event is the premier event of its kind, the premier showcase, the premier recruiting opportunity. I believe it's UnderArmourLacrosse.com. But they have been a tremendous boost in the sport of lacrosse as far as national competition. Nice hitch move by Gilman. Shot just wide by Andrews. I like his style, dude.
Great off ball, and that was a nice on-ball move. He almost had himself a goal, but I mean, that is a senior making some big plays.
End of 3. Gilman up 7-6 in the PNC Lacrosse Invitational. What a night. The top coaches in the nation are getting ready to select the best high school underclass lacrosse teams in the country. Can you make the cut? The Under Armour All-American Underclass Tryouts have become the premier lacrosse exposure showcase in the entire sport. Exhibit your skills to top D1, 2, and 3 coaches and compete against the top talent in your region. Push yourself. Shape your future. Rep your region. Visit UnderArmourLacrosse.com now and register.
Black Lightning keeps coming back. I'm gonna take his life. For good.
This is payback.
You don't deserve to become a cold-blooded killer. Stop!
All the pain you suffer, only you'll ever know if it was worth it.
Monday at 9 on the CW Baltimore. We're bringing the luck of the Irish to you. Weeknights with Mike and Molly at 6:30 and Modern Family at 7 and 7:30. Right here on the CW Baltimore.
Tomorrow night, the Pierce family rushes to save Freeland on the season finale of Black Lightning. That's Monday on the CW Baltimore. On Wednesday, the championships are on the line on All-American. The season finales of Black Lightning and All-American next week on the CW Baltimore. Fourth quarter set to go on a crisp, pleasant night here in Baltimore. Booker Corrigan, Mark Dixon bringing you the PNC Lacrosse Invitational. Bullis in gold, Gilman in blue. Gilman up 7-6. And we talked about people who have more courage than I do, goalies do. Noah Klein, the goaltender for Gilman, had a nice quarter.
4 saves in that third stanza. Terrific effort from him. It's funny, he had 2 saves in the first quarter, none in the second, 4 in the third. Frassion, none in the first, 7 in the second, 1 there in the third. So this goal that Noah Klein is defending has not been kind to the goaltenders so far. We'll see if that trend continues.
Only 1 save made on this end of the field.
Yeah.
Bullis looking to set some offense in motion. You know, I referenced that event at Stevenson with Dickinson. I know Matt and Bonnie Marshall made this their date night. They're watching the game live.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, big date night for them.
Good for them.
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day weekend, though.
Yeah. St. Fugler's Day weekend. The Fugler down at UVA getting it done. And just like that, Gilman, they turn defense into offense fairly decent.
They do it quick. That was William Godine with that missed shot opportunity.
They have some midfielders who can play both ends and get up and down the field.
They do, as well as a lot of other high school lacrosse teams. I'm not a fan of teams running their first midfield into the ground, though.
Yep.
You got all these bodies. You have all. Let the guys play two-way. The game is still very specialized with short stick D-middies, long stick midfielders, and that's fine. But I think that with the shot clock, we want to see the return of the two-way midi, and we want to see the return of a first and a second midfield.
You know, it's interesting. Gilman has all these middies that they run out there. Their offensive coach, Owen Daly, won the C. Marco Kelly Award as the best lacrosse player in the state of Maryland.
Sure.
As a high school player in '99, went to Princeton and was a short stick D midi.
Yeah, and it happens. And I'm not picking on Gilman. I'm not picking on Bullis. Every team does it. They run their first midfield into the ground.
And sometimes it's to the detriment. But who knows? We'll see. Here is Sam King. Sammy had himself a nice little quarter, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Sam's not crazy.
Great defense by Bullis. They came out into a zone. So now we're seeing both teams dropping back into that zone. Gilman did it late third quarter. Bullis has done it a couple times here in the second half. And this is the punt return clear.
Yep.
Bryson Shaw. We've seen him do it a couple times tonight. That time he gets met. Nice ride by Sam King. And Shaw has to give that one up, but then he makes himself available in the middle of the field.
Oh, that might be a push. Oh, maybe it won. Nice ground ball by Bender, but he gets double teamed for his efforts. He gets rewarded with Xander Martin all over him. Procedural violation. It's going to be Bullis possession. They trail by 1. This could prove to be a fruitful restart for them. Gilman gets back in the hole nicely. How do you teach a team that skill of winning the whistle?
You got to practice it, and it's just you make the referee stop you. And trust me, the refs will. It's a situation where there's a violation. There's no more horns. There hasn't been horns for what, about 6 years now. Pick it up, look at the ref, say, I'm ready to go. But also, do it according to rule. You can't have a running restart. You can't be on a sprint.
Oh, the Paris Hilton comes from nowhere. Spencer Hughes. And we are tied at 7. That was gorgeous. That's overhand bouncer.
This is a young man getting some run here in the fourth quarter. We haven't seen him on the field. This is the benefit of a deeper bench, playing more players. Look at Hughes, gets his arms back, high bouncer, nestles under the crossbar, and we are tied once again.
7-7 tie here in the PNC Lacrosse Invitational.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
What if you could lose fat in just a few hours?
I don't know what to say. I'm just in shock.
You can with Sono Bello.
It seems no matter how much you work out or diet, there are parts of your body that just don't seem to change.
I went to the gym, I worked out at home, I bought videos.
No matter what I did, that bulge was still there.
With its advanced micro-laser technology,
Sono Bello gently removes that targeted fat and shapes your body for life-changing results.
With over 100 board-certified plastic surgeons, Sono Bello is the largest and most experienced group practice in the U.S.
Seeing ain't believing. I don't know what is.
After 5 years trying to get rid of that roll of fat, Sono Bello did it in one day.
Call for your free no-obligation consultation today and get $250 off your Sono Bello body.
Payment plans are available.
Call 888-475-4042 or go to sonobello.com.
Referees for tonight's game, Gordon Corsetti, Matt Pierce, Adam Wentworth, official timekeeper, Carmen D. John Domenico. As we Spencer Hughes. And we are tied at 7. That was gorgeous. That's overhand bouncer.
This is a young man getting some run here in the fourth quarter. We haven't seen him on the field. This is the benefit of a deeper bench, playing more players. Look at Hughes, gets his arms back, high bouncer, nestles under the crossbar, and we are tied once again.
7-7 tie here in the PNC Lacrosse Invitational.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
What if you could lose fat in just a few hours?
I don't know what to say. I'm just in shock.
You can with Sono Bello.
It seems no matter how much you work out or diet, there are parts of your body that just don't seem to change.
I went to the gym, I worked out at home, I bought videos.
No matter what I did, that bulge was still there.
With its advanced micro-laser technology,
Sono Bello gently removes that targeted fat and shapes your body for life-changing results.
With over 100 board-certified plastic surgeons, Sono Bello is the largest and most experienced group practice in the U.S.
Sin ain't believing. I don't know what is.
After 5 years trying to get rid of that roll of fat, Sono Bello did it in one day.
Call for your free no-obligation consultation today and get $250 off your Sono Bello body.
Payment plans are available.
Call 888-475-4042 or go to sonobello.com.
Referees for tonight's game, Gordon Corsetti, Matt Pierce, Adam Wentworth, official timekeeper, Carmen John Domenico. As we are back at the face-off dot with just over 8 minutes to play, tied at 7. PNC Lacrosse Invitational bringing you another great event. Thank you so much to PNC, all the achievers in us.
Again, that face-off unit for Gilman, that time it was Stuzen, Halpert. When Tussing gets that ball out, they do a wonderful job of scooping it up and getting it upfield very quickly. But credit Bullis' defense. They always have somebody back in the hole ready to defend so you don't get that uneven situation.
Here's Spillman near side. Spillman playing some catch up top with Washburn. Spillman doing a nice job feeding the ball, see if he can penetrate the zone. What do you like about what Bullis is doing right now?
It's a different look. Bullis is a team that traditionally plays zone. I'm not a huge fan of zone defense, especially in the youth age in particular. Yeah. I mean, the zone defense, give me a break. Yeah. If you want to do it out of a timeout or in a special situation, fine, but steady diet of it just prohibits growth of defenders. High school, they're still developing, but hey, it's sometimes it is a necessity, and sometimes you just have a situation where you're better and more disciplined playing zone, and if you have a really good goalie, which Bullis does, and Fracion, make them beat you from the outside.
There's a unique happening right there where Fracion makes the save, but it still goes out of the end line. So Gilman gets a reset. Yeah. And against the zone, you need that time to move the ball, to distort the zone, and then you can attack it appropriately.
The best part about the zone is the shot clock, because now officials don't have to have that discussion with each other, with themselves, of when are we going to put the shot clock on. If you're in a zone, you're not really playing the ball, but a lot of teams would have one, perimeter pressure, the one off, and another nice save by Fracion. This might be, Bullis.
That's a great
the race to the sideline. That's the second time. I don't know if it's the same player.
Ethan Till this time.
So Ethan Till, before it was T.C. White, but that's the second time a defender for Bullis has hustled to the sideline and gained an extra possession for his team.
And it's the spot where it goes out, when it goes out, as Gilman disrupts the clear attempt and now has a little something cooking in the transition world. Long outside shot gathered by Fracion. Jack Frack.
Probably not the best decision, posting up, taking that long-range shot. But you tried to catch a little bit of early offense, but Fracion, again, something about that far goal here at Ridley.
I'll have to ask Jacob Stover how things go down at that end versus this end.
He had a pretty good day earlier.
If anything, you would think that with the sight lines of the bubble on the other side, would that throw off?
Who knows?
Evidently not. Nice offense.
Great save by Kelly. Klein. Good shot. That was a nice shot by Matt Kelly, offside high, and Klein did well to track it and save it cleanly.
Xander Martin loops it into the inside. Ball goes down on the turf. Now it bobbles around. It's going everywhere. And a great ground ball pickup by Gilman. And we get a timeout by the Gilman sideline to preserve possession. And these teams are as into it as I've seen them all night. We got a little jaw, we got a little check-in. It's going to be a great finish with 4.5 minutes to go. 7-7 in the PNC Lacrosse Invitational.
Get Get more sleep, save your money. My Valuepedic Queen mattress set, only $2.99. It comes with a soft knit cover, Bobopedic memory foam, and a 13-gauge Verticoil inner spring unit. That's just fancy mattress talk for really comfortable.
Bob's Discount Furniture.
Coaches in the nation are getting ready to select the best high school underclass lacrosse teams in the country. Can you make the cut? The Under Armour All-American Underclass Tryouts have become the premier lacrosse exposure showcasing the entire sport. Exhibit your skills to top D1, 2, and 3 coaches and compete against the top talent in your region. Push yourself. Shape your future. Rep your region. Visit UnderArmourLacrosse.com now and register.
Shaza. You got this, Bob. My Virgo sectional with Chaise Lounge. Yes. With comfy Bobopedic cushioning and 2 accent pillows in brown or black. Only $7.99 and only at Bob's Discount Furniture. Kahaisa.
We are tied up at 7 as we look at Coach Matthews and his Gilman Greyhounds. Looking to protect Baltimore turf.
Yeah.
Against the team from D.C., Bullis, coming up here to play in the PNC Lacrosse Invitational. Booker Corrigan, Mark Dixon bringing in the call. It'll be Gilman possession. They called the timeout to preserve it. 4.5 minutes to go. Who's nervous?
Both these teams have been here before this week, as a matter of fact. Bullis, a 1-goal game against McDonough. Gilman, I believe, another 1-goal game against Georgetown Prep as well.
And they were also 9-9 with Hill Academy.
Gilman was, yeah.
Gilman possession behind. Bullis staying in that zone. Dixie, you like that?
It's worked so far in this half. Frassion's been seeing the ball really, really well. Gilman's had a number of assisted goals, too.
Oh, another save by Frassion. Another. Oh. And Post Malone finally shows up.
I don't know. That might have been off his chest.
Might have to ask our
guys.
It's
going to have a bruise if that was off his chest, but they look like 2 really sweet saves back to back, but we're definitely going to have to check the tape on that one.
Yeah, I thought the first was a great save. Second might have been crossed. Who knows?
How about that handle inside by the Gilman player to catch, release quickly?
Little sky whammy to try and throw the zone off by Logan Paff. And now they're starting to rotate off. It's tough as an offensive coordinator to attack a zone that packs it in so tightly. Here's King.
One of the things Bullis does, though, they do get out pressure on the perimeter. I like their athleticism and how they get their stick in the gloves, and that's going to be a fresh 80 seconds.
Yep. Here's the replay of those saves, Dixie. What do you think?
I think that's a nice look inside by Spillman. The shot off the leg of Frassion, then the quick rebound. Look at the one-handed snare and the shot. I looked like it hit Frassion.
Yeah, I think you're right. I got older eyes than you do. Here's King now at the top of the zone offense. I like the change.
So again, with the shot clock, any technical violation, a loose ball push, hold, etc., that is a shot clock reset. That's why Gilman got the fresh 80 seconds.
And I stress to our viewers who are lacrosse fans, please know that so that you don't be the parent yelling in the stands about why they reset it. Just because you get a reset, right? Know the rules before you raise your voice. Nice ride by Gilman. They are not allowing Bullis to clear the ball. Sam King comes up with the possession, and now we got a little something cooking, but not a whole lot. And Godine will select zone 5, save his aircraft, and we are at the 2-minute, 10-second mark. And Gilman will take another timeout to settle things down. I like the timeout call. We will step away as well. 7-7, Gilman and Bullis. nation are getting ready to select the best high school underclass lacrosse teams in the country. Can you make the cut? The Under Armour All-American Underclass Tryouts have become the premier lacrosse exposure showcasing the entire sport. Exhibit your skills to top D1, 2, and 3 coaches and compete against the top talent in your region. Push yourself. Shape your future. Rep your region. Visit UnderArmourLacrosse.com now and register.
It's tax season. Time to get to Price Busters Furniture's tax refund sale and get the most for your money. Sofa and love seat set just $5.99. 9-piece bedroom with free mattress only $5.99. Don't pay a premium big box store price for a better night's sleep. Save up to $550 on a queen pillow top mattress set now just $199. Price Busters has it all in stock, all on sale, plus free check cashing and free delivery. Hey, it's your money. Make the most of it during the tax refund sale now at Price Busters Furniture.
A look at the huddles. Coaches is starting to get a little nervous. Dixie, are you getting nervous?
Not at all.
Not me either.
I'm just enjoying myself. I got no dog in the fight. It's just a good lacrosse game between two very good teams. Bullis coaching staff a little upset at the no call. They thought their player was either pushed or tripped. But I remember a similar no call earlier in the second half where a Gilman player similarly was hit. So the refs are being consistent, and the refs are letting them play.
Yep.
So it'll be Gilman ball coming out of that huddle. Expect Bullis to be back in their zone. This, for all intents and purposes, is Gilman's extra man unit that's coming out into the game. They're moving the ball around incredibly well. First midfield unit on the field for the Greyhounds.
And I know that assistant coach Dave Allen for Gilman is unable to be here tonight. One of my favorite people in the sport of lacrosse. And they got the youngster Jake Scott on the sidelines. His dad, Peter Scott, played a little bit of lacrosse at Johns Hopkins.
Hell of a player. Got to meet Peter Scott for the first time back in, I think it was late January at a Hopkins event. Great guy.
Outside, that's a mom goal in order to appreciate all the moms who drove us to all our games and practices.
Probably not the best shot right there by Gilman.
No.
They've had some real quality looks, and Fracion has made some outstanding saves.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a Bullis timeout right here, and we do. They will settle things down. 1:38 to go. What a great night for the sport of lacrosse in the PNC Lacrosse Invitational.
Like lightning keeps coming back. I'm gonna take his life for good.
This is payback.
You don't deserve to become a cold-blooded killer. Stop!
All the pain you suffer, only you'll ever know if it was worth it.
Monday at 9 on the CW Baltimore. We're bringing the luck of the Irish to you. Weeknights with Mike and Molly at 6:30 and Modern Family at 7 and 7:30. Right here on the CW Baltimore.
Bullis takes the timeout. Tied up at 7. Dixie, you think Gilman's coming out man-to-man or zone?
That's probably what they're discussing in the huddle right now, is you get a good look at the Bullis group.
Preparing for both?
Probably preparing for both. Hey, if they come out man, here's what we're looking at. If they come out in zone, here's what we're looking at. I anticipate Gilman coming out in man-to-man. They've got the length. They've got the DNA. They've shown the ability to get the ball upfield quickly. I expect them to come out man-to-man, but they've got to be disciplined because this Bullis team has some very talented dodgers, but you can't create that offense like they were doing in the first half. And this is a group, I think, you're probably going to see Mr. Shane involved, number 19, in gold, as well as Weiner. Weiner has been superb off ball this evening, so look for some creativity from up top, and then perhaps underneath to Weiner and or Shane.
You have Bender, who had a great goal here in the second half. He's number 7 behind the cage right now. Matty Kelly, number 6, now top right side. Dodges lefty. Clock at 1:15, shot clock at 40. This is Shane. You talked about him getting good opportunity for him against the short stick.
You got a short stick matchup, and I love the fact that it's William Godine, a first midfielder for Gilman, playing both ways for the Greyhounds.
And Godine doing a job against Shane, but now Shane's got him where he wants him behind the cage. Comes around, shot, goal. Robert Shane.
The Bullets sideline erupts. Game's not over. Lot to be happy about. We still have 47 seconds left in this game. I like the defense by Godine, but here I think is where you need the slide. You got a dodging attackman who just gets a step, but as he's coming above goal line extended, I think right there you got to go, and you got to offer some support. I thought that's the time right there where Gilman needed a slide. They don't get it. Shane, credit him, great individual effort, gets topside, whips it over Noah Klein's head. But this game is not over, especially with the way Gilman has controlled the faceoffs. But Tussing is going to have to get this one out quick versus that protracted Rams match that he's had so far this evening. He's got the clamp. There it is.
Rakes it back. Ball goes on the ground, and now it's a hack fest.
I tell you, the wing play for both teams, but Gilman especially, has been superb tonight. No timeouts left for the Greyhounds.
Stuzen gets it behind to King. Clock at 27 seconds. Here's Spillman. Now it's in the stick of Godine. Godine gets it up to Andrews.
I think you want to go Sam King in this situation.
Well, they only
but
have...
again, they're in a zone.
Yeah. Here's Godine.
11 seconds, coach.
Touches it in the box. Gets it over to Paff. Paff outside bouncer. Fressione comes up with it. Rolls out the back. And that will do it. Bullis takes home the victory. Call it an out-of-conference game. That's a team that's celebrating like they just won something.
It means a lot.
Tells you the importance.
It means a lot to Bullis to come up to Baltimore, knock off an MIAA team. Each of these ball clubs, tremendous respect for one another, respect for their conferences. Gilman looked a little discombobulated there, like they didn't know what they wanted to do, and that's one of the, they didn't have a timeout. They didn't have a timeout to talk about it. But Logan Paff had shown the ability with those long-range bombs from up top. I said Sam King, but that's a big reason why Bullis went into the zone, was because of Sam King's dodging ability and his success. But a nice win for the Bullis Bulldogs, the end of a terrific ball game.
Let's take a little bit of a break before we come back with a recap and our player of the game and the play of the game here on the CW Baltimore. Coaches in the nation are getting ready to select the best high school underclass lacrosse teams in the country. Can you make the cut? The Under Armour All-American Underclass Tryouts have become the premier lacrosse exposure showcase in the entire sport. Exhibit your skills to top D1, 2, and 3 coaches and compete against the top talent in your region. Push yourself. Shape your future. Rep your region. Visit UnderArmourLacrosse.com now and register. We are back, and it is a final. Bullis 8-7 winners. Booker Corrigan, Mark Dixon recapping some of the action. Goalie saves were huge.
They were.
At different times in the game, both goalies played outstanding.
Yeah, and I think Fressione unofficially had 9 saves, and the one that he made, actually I think he ended up with probably like 11 or 12. That flurry that he had in the fourth quarter was exceptional. 2 quick saves back-to-back, and then, of course, the last one, a long shot from Gilman up top that he saw the whole way, tracked it, was able to keep it out of harm's way. But credit Noah Klein as well from Gilman. He played an outstanding game, too. It's just who makes that extra play, and that was Robert Shane. Actually, he finished with 14 saves, so that far end friendly to goaltenders as well. 6 saves in that fourth quarter for Frassion, and it just comes down to little bits and pieces. Competitive lacrosse games like this against really evenly matched talented teams often come down to one-goal games, and it was just a nice job by Bullis and a great effort by Gilman.
Dixie, let's take a look first at the play of the game.
It's going to be the game winner from Robert Shane of Bullis. Goes behind, just a little change of direction. Then he's just going to sprint top side and gets the stick back, hides it from the Gilman netminder, and he's going to stick it by him.
And now let's take a look at our player of the game, who happens to be Robert Shane. Why not?
Deja vu. It's just a replay of the game winner, and Shane finishes a good night for him. 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points, scored the most points for the Bullis team, and a talented attackman that we highlighted in the open of this contest, and he goes out and just has a superb game and wins the game for Bullis on that goal with 47 seconds to go.
We will step away momentarily. 8-7, Bullis takes down the Gilman Greyhounds in a great one in the PNC Lacrosse Invitational 2019.
How do you feel when you look in the mirror?
I felt heavy and I looked heavy. It's hard sometimes to believe that's me.
Do you wish you could have slimmer hips, thighs, and a flat stomach? Now you can. America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, Sonobello, has made it easier and more affordable than ever to get the body you've always wanted. Using advanced microlaser technology, our board-certified plastic surgeons remove hard-to-lose fat in as little as 1 day.
I look in mirrors now and I'm like, dang, that girl looks good.
For your free no-obligation consultation, call 888-475-4042 and get $250 towards looking your very best.
The best investment you could make is in yourself. 100%. I wish I would have done it sooner.
Call now and get $250 off. Payment plans are available. Don't wait one more day. For a free consultation, call 888-475-4042 now.
The top coaches in the nation are getting ready to select the best high school underclass lacrosse teams in the country. Can you make the cut? The Under Armour All-American Underclass Tryouts have become the premier lacrosse exposure showcasing the entire sport. Exhibit your skills to top D1, 2, and 3 coaches and compete against the top talent in your region. Push yourself. Shape your future. Rep your region. Visit UnderArmourLacrosse.com now and register. And it is a final here from Loyola's Ridley Athletic Complex. Booker Corrigan and Mark Dixon recapping for you. Bullis comes up to Baltimore, takes home the W. One of the key moments was when they switched into that zone. You noticed something on the stat sheet that jumped out of you.
Yeah, Gilman scored their last goal of the game with 8:57 left to go in the third quarter, and they didn't score again. And Sam King was really doing a lot of damage for the Gilman Greyhounds at that juncture of the contest. They had scored, the halftime score was 5-4, and then Gilman jumped out and scored the first 3 goals of the third quarter within 2 minutes.
Yep.
So 3 goals in 2 minutes precipitated the move into the zone by the Gilman Greyhounds.
And back when it was daylight, this was a back-and-forth game, 2 real evenly matched squads.
The only 2-goal advantage in the game was that 7-5 lead that Gilman built middle of the third period. But for the most of this game, no more than a goal separated each of these ball clubs. It was back and forth, nip and tuck, good execution, a little sloppy in the first half. I thought the second half was a lot tighter, not as many turnovers. But again, 2 great teams battling it out between the MIAA and the IAC, and the boys from the DC area get the nod tonight.
Robert Shane doing a nice job right there, attacking the cage, and then Bender with a long one. The momentum went back and forth all night long.
When you look at the balance, you look at the scoring for Bullis. Bryson Shaw, 2 goals. Gus Weiner, 2. Matt Kelly, John Bender, Spencer Hughes, each with 1 apiece. And then Robert Shane with a goal. It was just a really good lacrosse game that was back and forth, balanced. A lot of guys chipping in, making great plays. I mean, you got to talk about Tussing at the faceoff dot for the Gilman Greyhounds. He was terrific all night this evening. When you look at Gilman, Sam King 2 goals, Andy Andrews 2 goals, Spillman, Godine, Paff each had a goal apiece. Just a fantastic lacrosse game, and in the end, it was Bullis that made that extra play.
And Tussing only lost 5 of 18 faceoffs. He won 13 of them. A great night for Bullis, a good night for Gilman, because they are going to build from here. You know Coach Matthews will have a good one. Coach Balestri will take the victory down the road for everyone at PNC. I'm Booker Corrigan saying thanks for being a part of the PNC Lacrosse Invitational.
Tired of the winter blues? Need a break from your...
Broadcasting from Loyola University's Ridley Athletic Complex, this has been the 2019 PNC Lacrosse Invitational, brought to you by PNC Bank. Visit PNC.com to learn more. Under Armour All-American. Don't miss your chance to register for the Under Armour All-American Underclass Tryouts. Go to UnderArmourLacrosse.com to learn more. Thunder Bay, lacrosse apparel you can be proud of. Visit ThunderBayApparel.com. And Sono Bello. It's your life. Live it beautifully.
Injured in a car wreck?
Here's what you need to know.
Call the Car Wreck Pros from the start.
You heard right.
Call the heavy hitters. 800-LAW-6162. We're attorneys Gilman and Bedigian. Helping you is what we do.
1-800-LAW-6162.
Ah, boating. Tundra. A little R&R. Camry.
Wow, she's good.
Off-roading. 4Runner. Our treasure hunting. Highlander mateys.
Thanks.
Wherever you want to go, we've got a great deal on a Toyota to get you there.
Now, get a Highlander with a low-payment lease, or buy one with $2,000 total cash allowance, or pick a Sienna with $3,000 cash back from Toyota.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Tired of the winter blues? Need a break from your daily grind? Ready to press pause and make time for you? Escape to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and let the calming surf, soft sand, and warm sun do the work. With amazing deals all along the coast, it's the perfect time for a seaside getaway. So make time for you. Visit Myrtle Beach, where happiness comes in waves.
You know what you taught me, Granny?
How to accessorize.
Yes.
How to cheat at poker.
Yes, but also how to make real Southern butterfly shrimp.
You gotta use buttery crackers for the crust.